Shox is a fast-paced arcade rally game released exclusively for the PlayStation 2 by EA UK in 2002. Unlike realistic rally sims, Shox focuses on speed, style, and excitement. With smooth controls, high-speed action, and colourful environments, it offers a thrilling racing experience that's easy to pick up and hard to put down. The game features Shox zones, special sections on each track, where you're rated based on how fast and cleanly you drive. Doing well earns cash and boosts your score. These zones reward skilled, aggressive driving and add tension to every race. Tracks are set in jungle, desert, and snow environments, each with unique challenges. There are over 20 licensed cars from brands like Mitsubishi, Subaru, and Toyota. Each vehicle has its own handling style, and you can unlock and upgrade them with money earned in races. The driving is arcade style but satisfying, with just enough nuance to keep it engaging across many races. Shox includes Quick Race, Championship, and Challenge modes, plus local split-screen multiplayer. It's great for solo sessions or couch competition. The energetic soundtrack and flashy visual effects keep the action lively from start to finish, making every race fun and intense. Fun facts: the name Shox comes from shock absorbers, fitting for a game full of jumps and rough terrain. It was part of the EA Sports big lineup. Known for over-the-top games like SSX, Shox never got a sequel, but remains a cult classic and a favourite among PS2 racing fans today. Downforce is an arcade-style racing game developed by Smart Dog and published by Titus Interactive. Released on PlayStation 2 in 2002, it features high-speed, Formula 1-inspired racing with a focus on pure speed and quick reflexes. With its straightforward gameplay and flashy visuals, Downforce is designed for fans of fast, pick-up, and play racing action. Races take place across international circuits, with city, desert, and mountain environments. Tracks are wide and full of sharp corners, long straights, and jumps that keep the pacing intense. There are no deep tuning mechanics here, just fast cars and competitive racing, where maintaining top speed is the key to victory. You can choose from multiple futuristic race cars, each with different stats for speed, acceleration, and handling. Cars feel responsive, and while the driving isn't realistic, it delivers the kind of exaggerated racing excitement you'd expect from an arcade-style game. Boost and slipstreaming add an extra edge during close races. Game modes include Single Race, Championship, and Time Trial, with AI opponents that offer a fair challenge. Unfortunately, there's no multiplayer mode, which limits replay value, but the fast pace and variety of tracks keep things interesting for solo players. The rock-inspired soundtrack adds energy to each race. Fun facts: Downforce was originally released in Europe and saw limited distribution elsewhere, making it a bit obscure outside the region. The game was developed by Smart Dog, a lesser-known studio with only a few titles to its name. Despite mixed reviews, Downforce has a niche following among collectors and retro racing fans for its simplicity and pure arcade speed. Lotus Challange is a stylish racing game developed by Kuju Entertainment and released for PlayStation 2 in 2002. It focuses exclusively on the iconic Lotus brand, offering players a unique driving experience centered around speed, precision, and the legacy of British automotive design. The game combines arcade handling with realistic physics for an accessible yet grounded racing feel. Races take place on a mix of real-world inspired circuits and fictional tracks, including city streets, racetracks, and off-road environments. The tracks are well designed, offering a variety of turns, straights, and scenic backdrops. Dynamic weather and time of day changes add visual flair and some strategic depth to the races. Players can drive a range of classic and modern Lotus cars, from the vintage Lotus 7 to the sleek Elise and the powerful Esprit. Each car handles differently, and the attention to detail in both appearance and performance helps immerse players in the world of Lotus. Progress in the game unlocks new vehicles and challenges. Lotus Challange includes several modes, such as Career, Arcade, and Time Trial. The Career mode adds a narrative layer, placing the player in different driving roles, like stunt driver or test racer. While the physics lean toward realism, the game still maintains a smooth arcade-style pace, suitable for both casual and dedicated racing fans. Fun facts: Lotus Challenge was one of the few games to focus entirely on a single car brand. It was rebranded and released under different titles in various regions, including Mutha Truckers' Lotus Challenge in North America. The game also features a soundtrack by renowned composer Jonathan Williams and was praised for its detailed car models, making it a hidden gem for fans of both Lotus and PS2 racing games. Riding Spirits is a motorcycle racing game developed by Spike and released for PlayStation 2 in 2002. Aimed at fans of two-wheeled motorsport, the game blends simulation-style handling with an arcade racing structure. Players race high-performance bikes across a variety of tracks while upgrading their machines and unlocking new challenges. The game features a selection of circuits, from twisty technical tracks to wide open speed layouts. Each course is designed to test braking, cornering, and acceleration. While the visuals are fairly modest, they get the job done, focusing on delivering a smooth racing experience. Weather and lighting conditions are static. The track variety adds to the game's longevity. Riding Spirits offers over 150 licensed motorcycles from real-world brands like Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, and Kawasaki. Players start with limited funds and must earn money by competing in races, then purchase better bikes or upgrade parts. Handling is more realistic than most arcade races, rewarding careful control and bike familiarity. Game modes include single race, time attack, and a career-style mode where you climb the ranks by completing licenses and championships. There's no multiplayer, which limits replay for some, but the deep bike selection and progression system keeps solo players engaged. The game also features detailed tuning options, letting players tweak performance to match their style. Fun facts: Riding Spirits was one of the earliest PS2 games to focus solely on motorcycle racing with a full roster of real bikes. It was followed by a sequel, Riding Spirits The Turn, in Japan and Europe, but never saw a North American release. Despite its niche appeal and mixed reviews, the game developed a cult following among bike racing fans, thanks to its depth and realism. Roadkill is a vehicular combat game developed by Terminal Reality and released for PlayStation 2 in 2003. Set in a post-apocalyptic world, the game combines open-world driving with brutal car combat. Inspired by titles like Twisted Metal and Grand Theft Auto, Roadkill offers a gritty, chaotic experience filled with destruction, gang warfare, and survival. The game's world is divided into 3 large open cities: Lava Falls, Blister Canyon, and Paradise City. Each location is packed with missions, rival gangs, hidden items, and destructible environments. Players can freely explore, accept story-based objectives, or simply cause mayhem. The world's grim tone is reinforced by dark humor and stylized visuals. Players drive heavily armed vehicles, ranging from muscle cars to armored trucks. Weapons include machine guns, rockets, and mines, which can be upgraded over time. Cars can also be customized for better armor, speed, or firepower. Combat is fast and relentless, with plenty of explosions and high-speed chases across crumbling highways and urban war zones. Roadkill features a single-player campaign, as well as split-screen multiplayer for local competitive play. The story mode revolves around joining gangs, completing missions, and rising in notoriety. The more chaos you cause, the more enemies you attract, similar to a wanted level system. Its hard rock and metal soundtrack fits perfectly with the aggressive tone. Fun facts: Roadkill's setting was heavily influenced by dystopian films like Mad Max and Death Race 2000. The game includes over 30 vehicles and a wide range of weapons, many with humorous or twisted names. Despite not achieving major commercial success, Roadkill gained cult status for its dark setting, freedom, and satisfying combat, and is still remembered fondly by PS2 fans. Juice 2: Hot Import Nights is a street racing game developed by Juice Games and released for PlayStation 2 in 2007. It serves as a sequel to the original Juiced and is based on the real-world car show brand Hot Import Nights. The game focuses on underground racing culture, flashy cars, and stylish customizations, delivering a mix of speed, drift, and tuner lifestyle. The game features a global tour with races taking place in major cities like London, San Francisco, and Rome. Unlike the original Juiced, this entry leans more heavily into arcade racing and drifting. The focus is less on team management and more on individual style and car control, especially in drift competitions and elimination races. Players can collect, tune, and customize dozens of licensed cars from top manufacturers like Nissan, Mazda, BMW, and Dodge. Customization is a major part of the game, from body kits and vinyls to engine tuning and suspension upgrades. Winning races and drifting with precision earns cash and respect, unlocking new events and opponents. Juice 2 offers single-player modes, including a full career, as well as split-screen multiplayer. The game also features a unique driver DNA system that tracks your racing behavior and adjusts AI to match your style. The soundtrack includes electronic and hip-hop tracks that reflect the underground racing scene and complement the fast-paced gameplay. Fun facts: Juice 2 is officially licensed by the Hot Import Nights car show, and many elements in the game, including car designs and event themes, are based on real-world import tuner culture. It marked a shift from the more realistic tone of the first Juice to a flashier, more arcade-inspired style. Although it received mixed reviews, it's remembered for its deep customization and vibrant street racing vibe. Stuntman Ignition is an action driving game developed by Paradigm Entertainment and released for PlayStation 2 in 2007. As a Hollywood stunt driver, your job is to perform dangerous and precise driving sequences for fictional blockbuster movies. The game blends racing, puzzle solving, and cinematic timing into a fast-paced and unique gameplay experience. Each level represents a scene from a movie, and you're tasked with completing a choreographed series of stunts, jumps, drifts, crashes, and near misses, all in one smooth take. You must hit every mark perfectly to succeed, making timing and precision more important than speed. The game's movie themes range from spy thrillers to disaster films and action-packed car chases. Vehicles vary depending on the scene and include muscle cars, sports cars, trucks, and even construction equipment. Each handles differently, forcing you to adapt to new physics and stunt setups. The more stylish and accurate your performance, the higher your score and reputation in the stunt world. Stuntman Ignition offers a full career mode where you rise through the stunt industry, as well as multiplayer challenges and free play modes for practicing. The replay system allows you to view your stunts like actual movie scenes, complete with cinematic camera angles. It's a challenging game, but incredibly rewarding once mastered. Fun facts: Stuntman Ignition is a sequel to the original Stuntman, 2002, improving on its concept with smoother controls, better visuals, and more forgiving mechanics. The fake movies in the game parody real genres like Aftershock, a disaster movie, and Strikeforce Omega, a spy flick. The game was even used in some driving schools to demonstrate timing and vehicle control in extreme situations. LA Rush is an open-world arcade racing game developed by Midway and released for PlayStation 2 in 2005. Set in a stylized version of Los Angeles, the game combines high-speed street racing with a loose storyline and car culture attitude. It's all about fast cars, flashy upgrades, and dominating the streets of LA. The city is divided into several districts, including Hollywood, South Central, and Santa Monica, each filled with shortcuts, traffic, and rival races. Missions involve racing, chasing, and escaping cops, with cinematic sequences tying the action together. The driving is arcade-style, fast, responsive, and focused on thrills over realism. Players start with a few basic rides, but can unlock and customize over 50 licensed cars from brands like Chevrolet, Hummer, Mitsubishi, and Dodge. West Coast Customs, the real-life custom garage, is featured in the game and handles all vehicle upgrades and visual modifications, adding a strong tuner culture vibe. LA Rush includes a story mode with voiced characters, cutscenes, and a revenge-driven plot about reclaiming stolen cars. There's also an arcade mode for quick races and time trials. While the game lacks a true multiplayer mode, its large open map, stylish visuals, and variety of events offer solid replay value for solo players. Fun facts: LA Rush is part of the Rush series that began in arcades with San Francisco Rush. This entry shifted towards street racing to compete with games like Need for Speed, Underground. Real hip-hop artists like Twista and Lil' Kim contributed to the soundtrack, and the in-game customization was done in collaboration with Pimp My Ride icons from West Coast Customs. Big Mutha Truckers is a truck driving action game developed by Technics and released for PlayStation 2 in 2002. The game combines open road hauling with arcade-style driving and a dose of southern humour. Players take control of one of 4 siblings, competing to take over their mama's trucking business in the fictional Hick County. The gameplay revolves around delivering goods between 5 different towns, each with its own economy, style, and quirks. Prices fluctuate, so smart buying and selling are key to making money. While on the road, players deal with traffic, bikers, and cops, making each delivery a chaotic, action-packed ride. Driving is exaggerated and fun, with big rigs that drift, boost, and smash through obstacles. Players can upgrade their trucks for speed, durability, and cargo space. Roads are filled with hazards, including rival drivers and random events, keeping every trip unpredictable and entertaining. There's no traditional racing here. Success depends on trading goods, completing side missions, and surviving long drives across Hick County. The game also features a crude but comedic tone, with over-the-top voice acting, colourful characters, and a classic rock-inspired soundtrack. While the visuals are modest, the game's charm comes from its personality and freedom. Fun facts: Big Mutha Truckers was popular enough to receive a sequel, Big Mutha Truckers 2, Truck Me Harder, in 2005. Despite mixed reviews, the game earned a cult following for its humour and unique concept. Its satirical take on trucking culture, complete with bar fights and corrupt sheriffs, helped it stand out among other driving games of its time. RPM Tuning is a street racing and car customization game developed by Babylon Software and released for PlayStation 2 in 2004. Set in a gritty underground world, the game combines fast-paced racing with a storyline focused on stolen cars and revenge. It aims to capture the spirit of tuner culture with high-speed action and deep visual customization. The game features a mix of mission-based and circuit races across an urban nighttime setting. Players navigate highways, alleys, and city streets while avoiding traffic and pushing their cars to the limit. The driving model leans heavily into arcade-style handling, prioritizing speed and drifting over realism. RPM Tuning offers a wide selection of unlicensed but clearly inspired cars that can be heavily customized. Players can tweak body kits, spoilers, rims, paint, and performance parts. Upgrades are earned by winning races and progressing through the story, with each modification affecting how the car looks and drives. The main mode is story-driven, with characters, cutscenes, and dialogue advancing a narrative about betrayal and reclaiming what's yours. There's also a quick race mode and local multiplayer for head-to-head action. The dark, moody visuals and heavy soundtrack add to the game's underground racing vibe. Fun facts: RPM Tuning is part of the long-running Top Gear game series, but was rebranded in different regions. Despite its budget feel and mixed reception, it gained attention for its customization system and edgy tone. While not as polished as Need for Speed or Juiced, it found a niche among players looking for a raw, street-level racing experience on PS2.
Thanks for watching.